got an official email from the passport agency, and they determined that there's no critical need for a facility here, just like they stated last time. So that's your final answer.
What kind of changes do they want you to, major changes?
Well, they didn't really say. I would say if we had a population boom, or the facilities north and south of us stopped doing them, would probably be about the only way they would let us do them again.
You can't, could you send them a request and say what major changes are you,
Do we need to demonstrate?
I could definitely do that. This lady is not pleasant to deal with.
but if she doesn't tell you what you need to show, you really don't have any idea.
Yeah,
I don't know what she's asking you to show here.
yeah.
I know, that's why we need her to define what's a major change.
I can ask her.
Give us a definition.
I can ask her.
Sometimes,
Yeah, 'cause she's already said no, that's where she.
But then we have some
Yeah.
Western.
sometimes if you keep bugging her, she might just say that.
Yeah.
And the closest is Dodge.
Kinsley was, some people from Kinsley were coming over.
Does Kinsley do them?
Does Kinsley do them?
Yeah.
No,
No.
well, not that I'm aware of.
But I mean, the ones that do it, is how far west do you have to go to,
Probably Dodge,
that's what
I
I'm
would
saying.
guess. Not really.
Keep bugging her.
Okay, I will.
Squeaky wheel might get the grease.
Okay, and with that being said, I mean, I can keep our camera and printer system. That's fine, and I'm still doing some concealed carry pictures if they come up and ask. And lately I've been doing some ID pictures for his office department. I was gonna give the camera and printer to him, to his department. He doesn't really want to mess with it, but, if he wanted it, but if you, I mean, I can keep it till I find out,
I'd ask
you know,
again.
for sure. Huh?
I'd ask again.
Okay,
I mean, just ask for to define what major changes do we need to demonstrate
Yeah.
to you.
okay, I can do that. And then also, a month or two ago, I had a drip in my sink faucet in my office, like major, like, and then I came back after the weekend and it was a full stream that would not shut off. So I had Davis Electrical come up, and it turns out you can't shut the water off under my sink, just to my sink, which is a bad deal.
Yeah.
He has to come in when we're closed and shut the water off downstairs. I don't even know where. Where's it at, even? We don't even know
Well,
where.
it comes in.
But it shuts off like the whole building, doesn't it?
Yeah, he has to
Yeah,
shut the water off.
shut the water off the whole building to work on it. So he thinks I really need to have, and I agree, I need to have something done to where my water can be shut off. Because if I should have a leak, a drip, and it got clogged and overflowed or whatever, not only that, but humidity, I can't have humidity in my office over a certain level because of the books and stuff. So while he was in here, he suggested my faucet's all rusty and you can't even turn it.
Do you use it?
We use it to wash our hands, wash off fruit or whatever. It was initially put in because we used to develop our own microfilm and we needed it for that a long time ago. So he suggested I get a new faucet because it's all rusted out and is a problem. And then I thought, well, that's kind of silly to put a new faucet on that gross rusted out sink. So I got bids on a faucet and a sink, and of course the labor and the fittings. And he gave me 2 options on sinks and 2 options on faucets. And I preferred the ones I put a star by, just because of the looks of them, basically. And the total came to the amount that I have starred there. And so I was asking if the general fund or the building fund would pay for getting a new sink and faucet, as well as the repairs to the shut-offs.
So he's gonna put a shut-off valve on this as well?
Yeah, but that isn't included. That's something that's just going to have to be done no matter what.
Cause that's over and above the 951,
Yeah.
the shut off is?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's something that isn't necessary. I mean, like I said, if my sink should overflow on a weekend, and somebody can't get in here to, I can't get in to shut it off at my office.
Yeah, I think you need to be able to shut it off.
If you went the other way, it'd be
Yeah.
roughly $250 cheaper if you went
Right.
the other options.
Right.
Here's 70406.
And I really think a faucet for sure needs, if you go in there and look at it, it's
Right.
bad. I mean, it's been there since they put it in, which I would assume was about 1972. Or was it in there before they did microfilm?
Is that the only office that has the sink
I
like
have
that?
a
We all-
Oh, you do?
that has the
Okay.
same.
Are they all this way, or
Hers take.
do they
no.
all have shut-offs, I guess?
I don't even
I
know.
don't look.
That could add up to be a huge amount if none of them did. I mean, I guess I would be curious to see how it's plumbed in, whether it comes from yours over to
Mine has shut-offs.
coming into it from the bottom.
There's two little
Well,
holes underneath.
Okay.
I believe mine has shut-offs, they just don't work. I think.
So you don't know about just the shut-off part of the cost?
No. So, I mean, like I said, if I'm gonna get a new faucet, I thought it was kind of dumb to put it on this really old rusted sink. It had chemicals in it. I mean, we used to use it to wash off the racks out of the developer and stuff, and it's taken its toll on it. So it was probably a cheap sink to begin with. So I thought I would mention that.
Do we have the money available, or?
One other thing, I was going to get a new typewriter I budgeted for. My salesman from OPI suggested that I do not get that new typewriter because nobody was liking it and the printing on it wasn't very dark. So when the salesperson tells me nobody is happy with these typewriters, he suggested, he gave me another option for a refurbished one like I have. So I went ahead with that, and I did save some money by getting a refurbished, just like what I had.
We have 24,000 in building repairs now. In county.
Do you think those prices are in line if we get another bid on the sink?
I don't know.
I mean, I would be willing to get other bids. He just happened to be here,
Yeah.
because it was kind of an emergency when that water would shut off.
Sometimes when you're bidding that out, who's to say they're the same sink or same fixtures, but I would also get a bid on what it's gonna cost for the
Yes.
shut-offs too. We can talk about it next week or something.
Okay, well, and I would maybe have him check the
When you're not in a
others,
dire
too.
emergency.
No, it's not an
Okay.
emergency, but something that definitely needs to be done. So, I mean, if that, like I said, it was dripping like on a Friday, and I came back on Monday and it was a full stream of water that would not shut off, and if something would have fallen
Oh,
into the
yeah.
sink and clogged it or
Been
something,
a mess.
yeah. So, okay,
I think we need to get another bid or two.
okay,
Really. I mean, that's the norm.
yeah. I think we're doing this in the county, isn't it?
Oh, there's the county. Jeff Meyer probably does from Staten.
He's
He
electrical.
just electrical.
Nothing.
Guy,
Otherwise,
Max.
Yeah, Charles, Max, Bissell,
Okay,
Midwest Plumbing. I get you his number.
okay. All right, thanks.
Thank you. I make a motion to approve the February 8th minutes.
Second.
we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of February 8th. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
So this is added from the tax rate.
I
So
don't
if we-
think
Some of it, well, majority of it's the way she talked.
Well, that came out of the treasurer's office, so I would assume it's all
So
that.
does it go by you first?
We're raising this.
Do what?
Do you need to look at it first?
Never know what you guys say. I have stuff for you on my counter too.
Someone has it in my
I was
personal.
gonna bring it in here.
My rules. Sorry.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Where you go?
I'm
Just trying not to
sorry.
cramp up, sitting here.
Have you been there too
I was gonna say,
long?
I blame the guy with the longest legs.
Yeah, I was kind of probably
Yeah,
invading
you're kind of
your,
exempt from that, Misty. We're not
I was
blaming you.
invading your personal space, I apologize.
Okay, just want to go over the financials with you guys for 16. Basically, we had 200 claims that were able to bill out in the amount of $151,270. Total collections were $96,644.47. However, we did collect an additional $10,960.31 that were paid off for the 16 accounts, so I went ahead and included that in there. So we have an open balance for the 16 accounts of $43,514.97. In the collections, we do have 16 accounts that making up this balance. Self-pay accounts, we have 28 in self-pay. Those are basically insurances paid, and those are patient responsibility that's been left over. Medicare, there's 5 claims out there. There's 2 initial claims. One was around diagnosis code, and the other one just was in December. So we're still waiting for it to pay. And then there's 3 secondaries as well. Then there's a total of 4 Blue Cross Blue Shield that are 2 initial claims and 2 secondaries as well. There were 9 claims for CanCare, which we all know they're slow to pay. We've had some diagnosis code issues, but they've been resubmitted, just waiting for payment on it. VA takes forever to pay, but they always pay 100%, but there's 2 claims out there for the VA. United Healthcare, there's 1 that is a secondary to Medicare, so Medicare's already paid on that account. Farm Bureau, there's 1 claim that was a wreck in December. State Farm is another claim that was a wreck in December, just 1. Workman's Comp, there is 1 claim that was wrecked in June that was a workman's comp that moved. And I had to track them down because they moved their address and they were all about to go to collections and they finally decided to get a hold of me. So anyway, we got that ready. And then the school insurance, there's 1 initial claim and there's 1 secondary to insurance on that because whatever is actually submitted to the patient's insurance first, and whatever the patient's insurance doesn't pay goes to the school. So it's always a secondary. And then we have a web that was actually sent a electronic funds transfer and had to send it back because Lisa doesn't like to accept those, so we're waiting on a paper check to clear from that. So that's what encompasses the open balance of the 43,514. And then the next page is just a breakdown of all the accounts that are out there. And they're all here.
No, that's,
To look at.
that second one's all outstanding accounts.
Those are all-
Yeah, these are still, these are from 2012 on. So,
What's this total? Do you have this total?
yeah, it's the, I'm sorry, the 183, 465.95, I should have put.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. That's for all
I
of
think it's just the one sitting out. You
Sorry,
said it's
I'm
what? What did
sorry.
you say, it's 183?
183, 465.95.
I just didn't want to sit there and add them all up.
Oh, I don't mind that. I did it 3 times just to make sure they all balanced, so.
And what do you think hopeful in these old accounts of collections would be?
These older accounts, like I said, some of them backdate to, these are 2012, 13, 14. A lot of them, this is actually encompassing this everything too. So we're still working on some. There's probably about 12 accounts left in 2012 that we're still working on to get. I'm always hopeful, but some of them we're writing on write-offs too. It may just be past time and time when we have to write them off, but we have the insurance company telling us to do that.
How do you think the stuff turned over to collections is working?
I've got the ASR
Oh, okay.
report on
Sorry,
that.
I won't jump ahead.
That's okay.
I'll just be patient.
You still have some from 1999?
That are in collections is what it looks like. 428.63.
1.
Yeah, 1. So.
I thought we wrote all those. Was that not the total that we wrote up now?
No, these are some some of them, so they were already in,
Oh.
they're already in Kansas. So a
Still
lot of
in.
these are in Kansas set off, and they're in Kansas set off, and then we picked up the ARSI back in 2012 on. So in Kansas set off, unfortunately, they just sit there, you know, until the income tax hits.
And what is it, TRICARE?
TRICARE is an insurance, yeah,
Oh,
so it's like
insurance.
a, yeah. it's a-
Retired military.
Retired, yeah.
They got something out there.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, I hate to say that, but a lot of those are submittals, they're all been
Right.
submitted, we're just waiting on them to come back.
You would think they wouldn't want it on their books that way. I mean,
Right?
some of them other, even Blue Cross Blue Shield, for them. Want that?
Don't you get those paid off by
Yeah.
15?
Huh.
A lot of these that say patient responsibility are lower priced than the rest of them. Do they get a little better deal than if they had insurance?
They pay on it monthly, like $25 a month, $50 a month, yeah, and so that's why they kind of continuously chip away at it.
I wish they should have.
Yes. Okay, so the ARSI, what we have, for 2012, basically if you look, every about 3 months is when we're sending them. You know, if we're not, because they get the 3 month, if they haven't responded, they go straight to collections, yeah. So we turned over 12 accounts in the amount of $1230, and they still have, one has paid in full of the $1,083, so we've got 11 still, and the amount of $10,947 is still active for 2016. And on the back is where all the other accounts are at. We had 201, client had canceled. These are people that, okay, I've got insurance now, they've gone to collections, or they paid them, okay? History, they've had 10 of them that they've had to tell us that there's past a point of timely filing, they don't have any other patients are deceased, that kind of stuff. They had to cancel that, so there's 7,224. 30 of them have paid in full, the amount of 18,511. We got 13,237 of that, and there's still 135 accounts there, 102, 142.
The ones that the agency canceled, is that not, have you omitted that from the total or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then this is just a bar graph of the things that we just covered.
So they've actually collected on about 15% of it as well.
And what I do there, when they've had them for a year and they have not collected, then we go and turn them to Kansas Set-Off. So then the Kansas Set-Off will go after their income tax because they've had plenty of time. If the ARSI has been counting and still not getting anywhere with them, then we get their income tax. So,
Do you think this bi-monthly collections or charges by the month is pretty consistent? I mean, you don't see a lot of major changes or swing in totals, dollar totals.
as in like runs?
Yeah,
that we
well,
go
just
out?
in general.
Well-
You know, here you got 150,000 total charges for 16,
Mhm.
and by the month, is that per year, is that consistent? I mean, I would say the collections of 10 to 12,000 is, since we've been getting these reports, have been pretty
In
consistent.
between 10 to 12 is what we're,
Yeah.
we're collecting a month, yeah. And that's another thing, I was gonna ask you guys, because they said it's been a while since I came in and printed financials. Do you still want me to come in? Because I used to
I would
do
like
that
to
monthly.
get them every quarter, probably.
Okay.
I mean, because it has been a while, and that's why I asked that
Sure.
question to see if there's a major change, because we don't really, at least it don't give us a report on collections or income from based off just your department.
Sure.
So,
So what we
it
brought
helps-
in, what we built
yeah.
out, like I was doing.
yeah, or something
That's
just
not a
like,
problem.
like this for 3 months, you know?
Okay. Every
Because
3
that
months.
tells us pretty much what you've collected, what you've built out, and over balance.
What's outstanding, yeah, sure. I'll Sure.
All units up and running?
Huh?
All units up and running?
They are, yes. Medic 2, remember, we're looking at replacing that one at some point, hopefully, within this year. I got to get research on that and everything, because you did talk about leasing. I'd like to look into that
Yeah, I think we
as
did.
well.
I think they did the lease on
The last one, it was a lease.
Because didn't we pay money down on it and then paid
Yeah.
every 6 months or
We
something?
pay yearly.
Yearly, it's okay.
All the batteries are charged, all the tanks are full.
Yes.
Tires are good.
We're good. Yeah, sliders are good, yes. We had them east of Stafford just what last week.
Band-Aids still in use date.
Yes. I've got Michelle here actually to go over. We're looking at going into electronic reporting is what we're having to do mandated by the state. She's researched it and done all the legwork for us. I'd like her to present that to you. Because she gave it to me this morning and I went, yeah. I know it.
All right, I got a hold of several surrounding ambulance services to see kind of what they were using. Some are using iPads, most of them are using Samsung tablets. They said because of the cost and, you know, it's just a lot better. So I got a hold of the government account agent at Verizon, which is where most of them have gone through. And this is what he gave me for quote on 4 tablets, which would be one for each of the medic units. Plus the mount that holds them in the medic unit, we're looking at $1279.92, and then we do have $78.50 for the access for them to have internet all the time. So that's kind of, if you want to look at how they broke it down. For the cost is $10 per tablet for the access and then the actual data itself. So we've got to move over to electronic patient care reports like in the very near future.
So used to
yeah.
writing all of our written reports, and that's what our techs are used to, and so they're not going to like this. But unfortunately, we have to adapt with the times.
Yeah, the state actually wanted everybody moved over as quickly close to the first of the year as possible. However, they're giving about a 2-month leeway for everybody to kind of get on board, and it's kind of a bit of a learning curve, but I've gone to a couple of trainings, learned how to use the program, actually have entered some of the reports on the new program, and I don't think anybody's going to have any problems with it.
So does this sync like to your office computer then?
It'll
To
actually,
submit
it actually
the claims?
syncs right to the state's website.
Okay.
So as soon as we enter it in, it goes right straight to the state, and then any hospital can access that report immediately.
Okay, so it don't do billing, so to speak.
No.
It's not
No,
information.
It's just patient records.
It's just patient records, yeah.
It is basically to the fact that I think that the hospitals are having a hard time getting a hold of patient care reports. So this way, they can just go to the Image Trend website, pull it up if they need something in
And
the
have it
ER,
immediately.
and it's right there.
Yeah.
That's kind of instituted by them, nationally. So
I would think they'd rather see something that they could read off of here rather than handwritten.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, and
I wouldn't,
and that's the way it is. You know, there's a lot of the hospitals now. You know, since we're still paper, we have to fax them whatever we have or leave them a copy. And we've got a few texts that their handwriting can be a little difficult to decipher.
mine is big and sloppy.
So, but this is kind of I've been working on this for the last couple of months, trying to get all the particulars, and he finally got me the quote actually yesterday. So I was like, perfect timing.
This is the same plan that Rice County, is it Rice County
Yes,
EMS?
and Kingman County are also using.
Yes.
So they're the exact same one. So,
So the room in the budget,
Let me see.
budget for that. Because you've still got roughly $80 a month, the new charge.
80 total or 80?
Well, 78.
78.
Is that for all 4? Or is
that's
that
for all
per
4.
tablet?
No, that's for all 4. Yeah. Yeah. That's our only
Budgets are.
concern. I know, that's what we were concerned with too. We're like,
I
well.
don't know if we could take that out of your reserve fund or not.
So the equipment itself is 12,000, what is it,
Yeah.
$1,279.92.
Yeah.
How much?
$1,279.92. That's for the tablets and the
No,
mouse.
1,200.
I'm sorry.
And then we also have the recurring charge every month
The
Yeah, and then,
70,
yeah, and that's
78.50.
the 78, yeah, that they
78.
broke down to show 78.50
78.50
per
monthly,
monthly.
Okay.
and then
Um,
1,279 upfront.
Right.
And so is 8 gigabytes going to be enough?
He said that if, he suggested 2 gigabytes per tablet. Basically, Medic 2 is the one that does the majority of our stuff. We can actually have it where it will, when we're in office, it'll actually sync to the Wi-Fi that's already there. So we won't be using our data plan while we're at the station. However, it's just when you're out and about. He said if we need more, we can go up to 10. If we see that we're not using 8, then we can always decrease it. Yeah. So,
Save the whole
It'll transfer from one to the other.
Save a
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
$8.
yeah, and then they're all
But
four
they're
shared
going-
across that 8.
But
Is shared
Verizon
across
right
all
now is
4.
going to unlimited
They
data.
say if they limited
Are they?
you to 2
Yeah,
for
they
the
are.
one you use all the time, that might not be. enough.
Yeah, no, they,
Last
it's
ones.
shared across the board. So,
You've got other equipment. 4,500 in that. Professional services, other, you got 2,900 left in that. We didn't budget anything in the capital outlay, but I'm thinking we should check to see if we should take that out of your reserve.
So we've got
She's got budget room.
Okay.
I mean, it just
Well,
will
it
depend
just-
on
It gets me
where
though, when you're mandated. then
we
you-
can pull it from.
yeah.
Okay, if we're going to mandate it, okay, here's the money, go ahead and
Well,
do
like
it.
I said, our text was, I mean, it seems easier, but it's clicks and they, all those screens.
Yeah,
I just know they
yeah.
will.
It's going to be a bit of a learning curve.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be a few that are going to raise some eyebrows.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I did electronic reporting at Life Team and I didn't, there's so many pages, there's so many more pages for an electronic report than there is just writing it all out, but.
It is what it
Unfortunately,
is.
it is what it is. When the state of Kansas says you got to do this, then, you know, got to do it.
I'd make the motion to purchase the equipment for $1,279.92 and contract for $750 a month.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to purchase from Verizon 4 tablets for $1,279.92 and a monthly rate of $78.50. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Can I have it or can I just make a
I
copy?
have it, I can make another copy.
I just need this.
It's on my email.
I just
sent me
need
all
this
this other
job.
Well, it's every
Yeah.
single plan that they offer. I mean, I'm like, I just need the basics.
So they'll be in the vehicle charging all the time?
Yeah, we actually will have them mounted in the ambulance, and that way they're there to be used on the medic unit. So, yeah. They'll still have their paper that they can write all their stuff on when they go in the house. So that way we don't have to
If you
worry
complain
about
about it,
it
and I say, Carl, listen to
coming
that.
up
Yeah.
missing or being left somewhere. Or, yeah, that's why I wanted the mounts for them to stay to stay right
And then
there.
it has a 15-minute alarm that if it's not entered in 15 minutes, it starts
It'll
screaming.
shut off. Oh, no.
I don't know.
Michelle, I'm sure we can set something
I'm
up.
sure we could figure something out. Yes.
So I'll let you know
Okay.
about your reserve.
Okay, sounds good.
Anything else?
Thank you.
All right, huh? Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you.
Brian, is he out there?
Nope, he's not on our agenda.
I know, he came in late and asked if he could get on the agenda. I told him this one time.
Making our meeting last long.
I know.
be back in 2 minutes. Yeah, hate for you going to overtime.
Yeah, we didn't go into overtime last night.
Yeah,
Did you hear about that?
C-team game should go over.
Yeah, C-team game ended up tied. It's over.
It's over.
Kevin says, what? It's like kissing your sister.
Yes, Brian?
The camera's on, or I might say something.
Yeah.
Oh.
What I have is the KDOT agreement for treatment of noxious weeds. And I haven't put it, whatever you guys think. Last year was $22 an hour per person, $40 an hour for equipment. I think we keep it the same unless you guys want to
Is that where everybody else, other counties are?
Yeah,
Are you cheap?
yeah, we're cheap.
Should we raise it?
What's everybody else?
Well, I mean, we're in the ballpark. I mean, there's a lot of them that have gone very much over the top.
Right.
$60 a person, $120 an hour for equipment. Guaranteed they have to have two people in the, and so they're talking even $240 an hour for creating. And
I don't want people not to get their noxious weeds treated.
Well,
This-
yeah,
this-
I don't,
this
this
is
is
strictly
for the
state.
highways.
This is
This
the
is for
state
working for
Oh,
the state.
it's for
Yeah.
state.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
and that's more, but it is,
It's
it
among
is,
the highways.
I'm $40, 17 and 23 for in county for
How
everybody.
much is it?
And this is, would be 22 and 40.
What is it privately then if you?
$17 an hour per person and $23 an hour.
Okay.
Who sets that rate?
I do. We just haven't,
20 and 25.
well, I haven't bumped it for years,
Make it
so I
even.
don't.
Well, that's the one I'd rather.
I don't know, I'm
keep.
just asking.
This one.
Yeah,
We
this
can
one
raise
Is
this
it
one if you want.
including the chemicals?
Huh?
Is it-
That's just,
No.
That's just
That's
for
labor,
labor.
labor and equipment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's $40 an hour labor. and equipment.
How much time do you typically spend on for a KDOT?
For KDOT, you're,
I mean,
20,
roughly.
I mean, actually, well, I don't really charge anybody for doing a lot of driving. If I'm spraying, they don't charge an hour.
Right.
But if I'm driving, I don't see anything. And don't charge, but talking probably 22 to 24 hours.
Total a year
Yeah.
for KDOT.
Yeah. So not not a whole lot. I mean, we bring in roughly $1,500 to $2,000 a year from KDOT. So, where a lot of counties make, I mean,
Major or decent
Yeah.
money.
and there's not, I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, we have a little bit of bindweed in spots, you get a little bit of Johnson grass, mainly on 50, and it's nothing out of control.
And you have to have this done by the 30th of June.
Well, that's when the fiscal year.
Oh, this is after the fact? This is 16.
Well, this is part of their year started in July 1 of 16 to June 30th of 17.
Okay.
But I don't, yeah, because they usually don't want you to start, or at least start billing till after the new fiscal year. And so, yeah, I don't bill them until October, November when I bill the townships and everything for a yearly treatment, so.
So right now you're doing 17 and 23?
Now, that's for
Individual.
That's
individual.
private.
Individuals.
Yeah, and for KDOT's 22 and 40.
I'm all right with that.
I think it should be higher.
I think it'll be 25.
You
Because
guys
I know,
like to
I know
pay
if the rolls
taxes,
was the
right?
reverse what you would pay.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know,
the
that's what I'm
cheapest.
saying.
I know the roles they're gonna do is turn around and increase your taxes.
Well, they're gonna do that regardless.
KDOT didn't have any money anyway.
I'm just curious to see what other counties our size would charge them.
I can go check. I can
You
do that.
know, but I don't wanna make a big deal out. I mean, if that's what we've done, that's what we've done. I just thought.
I don't have a problem. No, I
This
can
is
go
not
make some
a
phone
kind of an
calls.
open-ended contract and they're not gonna
Do you have to
negotiate
consider
it. But
miles, the state roads in each county too?
Not for
Not
not for
that?
their rate.
Okay.
I mean, that's what.
Because we
I'm
don't,
just
I mean, yeah,
curious.
as far as state roads, we don't have a lot.
A lot.
I have 140 miles of right of way, 70 miles
Right.
with 28150 and K19.
Well, Edwards County would be a good comparison,
I can call Tom and see what,
Yeah, Edwards Wood was.
because they have two.
Major highways.
Yeah.
and like I say, and I don't have to treat, 4 lanes, like the interstate and some of the others have to worry about, so. The only pain with us is just 281 where we don't have shoulders.
Yeah.
Where I will admit that I do it when I'm spraying, I spend most of my time sitting in a ditch, not moving, with traffic, and it's not that big, but, yeah,
No place to go.
there isn't. Where 50 and then 281 north, you can get, stay on the shoulder and keep moving. But I can go make some phone calls, that's no problem. So this isn't something that has to be done today.
Well, we could recess.
Yeah, because he's got a whole lot of things to sign.
Okay.
I can go make some calls, go call Tom and call some
I
other.
just call Edwards County.
Okay.
See where they are.
Because I think I'm so green on counties.
I would imagine, yeah, and I don't know what Barton is, but they have a
Well,
lot of.
Pratt would be similar.
Yeah.
Pratt,
Okay, I'll call, yeah, I'll call
just those.
Robert, Tom. All right, I'll be right back.
Because what I want to call Barton.
We'll recess. Start signing the name
All I have to do is initial.
Yeah, just initial that.
I'll make a motion, we approve the tax roll corrections.
I'll second that.
on it. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the tax roll corrections. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Now we'll recess.
40 for,
I say you go 25 and 45.
Sounds good.
What's Edwards County?
Edwards County is, there's 60 total. And then Pratt County is 65, they're 40 and 25.
So we do 45, 25. This would be different.
That's fine. I mean, that's,
Better.
I can't
Give
see
the
it
accountant
being-
something to do in Topeka.
Yeah. Then they could sit there for like hours upon hours and wonder why they come up with those numbers.
We did a
They'll have to
survey.
have a study.
We had a survey down there.
Yeah.
Everybody must be thinking, because that's they both talking to Tom and then Robert down at Pratt, they're like, yeah, we've been talking about, we just talked about that with the commissioners, what should we do, are we low? Are we, that's like, we're talking about this morning, so. Well, yeah, because everybody was talking, said, well, we're a lot lower than you when you get eastern side of the state, we're a lot lower. But yeah, there won't be.
State's got all the interstates too.
They got a lot of money.
25, 45?
That's what I would say.
Let's go with that. That's not much of an increase. Inflation.
Let me write it down.
That's fine.
25 for the operator and 45, or wait a minute.
Yeah, 25.
Operator.
And then, yeah, equipment would be here. It's operator equipment, then it's, yeah, it's a 2010 Ford F-350.
You said Ford.
2010 Ford F-350.
250, 350.
Like the
That's a
next
good
one
thing
after
we're
that,
racing.
you go to the 530.
With a Cummins diesel engine
Power
with power signature, right?
Yeah, it's something I can put like a 500-gallon tank on instead of
Chief
just.
engineer, district engineer.
You have to.
Kurt have to
Oh.
sign.
Right there.
I'll make a motion, we authorize the chairman to sign the agreement with the KDOT for spraying noxious weeds along the highway right away.
Do I sign that though?
Yeah.
District engineer?
No, you sign this side. Yeah, Board of County Commission. And then you put
Alright.
commission chair or whatever.
So I second that. I was just watching how long it's gonna take to get the signature lines figured out.
We have a motion and a second to make the hourly rate with KDOT agreement at 25 and 45. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Very good.
Building has come along and you talked to the auditor? I think.
Okay. I had a question on whether he could actually spend his capital outlay on a building,
Oh,
because in the statute, it's kind of vague. So I talked to the auditor, and she blessed it, so we're okay.
I think that, we should just use that county improvement fund.
We're using the majority of it comes out of county improvement, but
There's a lot of work inside.
you're just trying to hoard your money.
What's that for?
That's,
We've
I've been
had this
pricing
discussion before.
550s and.
Well, maybe you should go to a 450.
The 550, you could hold a 500-gallon tank. That's way more miles than the little 300-gallon tank that I have.
You
On the F-350.
Tom's totally free.
Maybe get one for Fort Riley.
Whatever you and Philip can do away with.
Okay, either.
Good luck,
You
so
can bring one up to 6x6. There you go. All right, that's all I have.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other words from the Prairie Chapel Cemetery?
I haven't been by there. I don't think that one tree has been
No,
taken
it-
out.
it
I
was
think that's
two-
kind of been put on the back
2
burner.
weeks ago or something like that. That was about it.
But no, I haven't contacted Mike about it. But once that tree's gone, and I know he was pricing fence. I told him to price it also for the Martin. He's doing a three or two split rail thing. I told him to price it local. But there's the list of our
Right.
So, the generator deal, we just want to,
I'm not in favor of that.
okay.
Anything else?
I don't know anything.
Anything else? We'll adjourn.